Here is your profit briefing. I am Eleazar Bhatti for the Profit here in Lahore. The Central Development Working Party has approved 12 projects worth 14.5 billion rupees and has recommended another 3 worth 18 billion rupees to ICCI. But more on this later. First, some business and economic stories that you should know. Railways Minister Sheikh Rashid Ahmed has said that the government is ready to hand over the affairs of Islamabad Dry Port to Islamabad Chamber of Commerce and Industry on a private-public partnership basis. Sheikh Rashid Ahmed said during a meeting with the ICCI delegation led by its president Ahmed Hassan Moghal that Islamabad Chamber of Commerce and Industry should submit a comprehensive proposal to the government in this regard so that it could be considered for implementation. ICCI Vice President, former President Khalid Javed and other senior officials were also present in the delegation. Sheikh Rashid Ahmed said that Pakistan Railways had already handed over the dry ports of Karachi and Lahore to the private sector, and it was ready to hand over the dry port of Islamabad to ICCI to ensure the provision of a better dry port services to the business community. China has told India not to block Huawei Technologies from doing its business in the country and has warned India that if it does so, there would be serious consequences for businesses operating in China. India is due to hold trials for installing a next-generation 5G cellular network in the next few months, but has not yet taken a call on whether it would invite the Chinese telecom equipment maker Huawei to take part. Telecoms Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad said, Huawei, the world's biggest maker of such gear, is at the center of geopolitical tug-of-war between China and the United States. US President Donald Trump's administration put the company on a blacklist in May, citing national security concerns. It has asked its allies not to use Huawei equipment, which it says China could exploit for spying. Two sources privy to internal discussions in New Delhi said India's ambassador in Beijing, Vikram Misri, was called to the Chinese Foreign Ministry on July 10th to hear China's concern about the US campaign to keep Huawei out of the 5G mobile infrastructure worldwide. The Pakistan Stock Exchange failed to sustain its gains on Tuesday and succumbed due to selling pressures. The KSE 100 index traded positively in the initial hours as it gathered 149.24 points to mark its intraday high of 31,330 points. The index then dropped down to a new 52-week low at 30,946.73 points, losing 234 points. It finally settled lower by 180.13 points at 31,000.67 points. Meanwhile, foreign investors in Pakistan completed their hat-trick session as net sellers with a net outflow of $46,614. Now back to our main story. The Central Development Working Party, under the chairmanship of Planning Commission Deputy Chairman Dr. Mohammad Jahanzeb Khan, has approved 12 projects worth 14.5 billion rupees and has recommended another 3 worth 18 billion rupees to ICCI. Planning Secretary Zafar Hassan, senior officials from the federal and provincial governments were also present at the occasion when the Central Development Working Party approved these projects. Projects related to energy, information technology, water resources, health, science and technology, physical planning and housing, transport and communication, nutrition and food, and agriculture were presented in the meeting. The Ministry of Energy Power Division presented 3 projects, the first project being a 220 kilowatt Sawabi substation with an estimated worth of 5.82 billion rupees and was recommended to ICCI for consideration. This is your profit briefing. Thank you for joining us on the show today. For all the latest business, economic and financial news, visit www.profit.com.pk. I am Eleazar Bhatti for The Profit here in Lahore.